Hi Cancer, welcome to your weekly forecast. I'm labeling it November 21st through the 27th because I'm posting it in time for the 21st to the 27th where I am. But you might stumble upon this in a few weeks, months, years. It's all good. You're going to see it whenever you're meant to hear the messages. So keep in mind, not every single message will resonate because this is a message for the collective. So take what does, leave what doesn't. We've got a new moon in Sagittarius coming up this week on the 23rd. You all are very sensitive to moon energies. So we'll see how Cancer might be feeling those new moon in Sagittarius vibes. And any other messages coming up here for Cancer Sun, Cancer Moon, and Cancer Rising. Let's get right on into it, my darlings. Move you just a little bit closer. First card coming up here for the Cancer Collective is the Emperor. This is a major arcana card. Now, Emperor is associated with both Aries and Scorpio energies. Some of you could be dealing with an Aries or Scorpio. If you have Aries or Scorpio placements, there could be big shifts, big changes happening for you in those houses or in those areas of your life. As we're coming into this new moon energy, the new moon calls in new things. The new moon is a time of manifesting. So if you do have Aries or Scorpio placements, you may be manifesting things in those areas of your life. Or you could be dealing with an Aries or Scorpio. I will say this, the Emperor is very dominant energy. If you are dealing with an Aries or Scorpio, prepare for them to assert their dominance. This could be in a work situation. This could be in a family situation, friendship relationship, love life. But when I say prepare for them to assert their dominance, I'm not telling you that you have to bow down and accept that. I'm just telling you that you have to know this in your strategy in dealing with this person. Like if you're coming at them, they're not going to back down. So you may have to find a more subtle way of approaching the situation, or you just maybe have to ask yourself, okay, like, am I going to pick my battles here in this situation? Maybe I'll let this go and maybe this isn't a deal breaker. But they may be coming off as stubborn or very set in their ways or like not budging. In a more positive way, the Emperor can be divine masculine energy. So you yourself could be stepping into divine masculine energy, or you may be calling in or manifesting a divine masculine. Okay. But the Emperor is very much a very strong energy, a strong masculine energy. And this is a card that can also have to do with fathers or fatherhood. Maybe you're manifesting the father of your child. Maybe you're stepping into paternal energy, or someone who's going to come in and be a father to existing children, someone who's going to join the family, not just as a lover or romantic partner, but someone who's going to actually step in as like a strong leader and male role model. Could be some of you may be calling in this kind of energy or dealing with this kind of energy. Sometimes this can come up when we're also releasing issues with authority. Maybe we're dealing with our own father. Maybe you may be releasing things around authority and around your own father in this new moon. I know for Scorpio, and they're a water sign. I know for Scorpio, a lot of the message came out as this new moon was going to feel like a full moon for some of them, where they were releasing things because new things are coming in. So stuff was getting pushed out to make room for what's being manifested. And Cancer, you may have something similar going on. You may be releasing issues with paternal energy, authority, that maybe have blocked you in some ways in your life. So there could be some kind of a release around things in the relationship with your father figure, authority in general, as you're opening up to receive whatever's coming in to replace it in a positive way. The next card that's coming up here for the Cancer Collective is the Knight of Pentacles. So whatever might be happening, whatever might be moving, whatever might be shaking, it's nice to have the Knight of Pentacles coming up, because the Knight of Pentacles is nice and grounded energy. So though there may be big shifts, for some of you maybe even power struggles, Knight of Pentacles is telling us that you're good, you're solid. Let me get rid of these noises. So Knight of Pentacles is like nice grounded energy, right? Slow and steady wins the race. Nice and grounded, nice and uh, uh, stable here, balanced. So this is good. This is telling us, though there may be some uh, pushes that are coming up, you're in nice, stable, grounded energy. Knight of Pentacles is one foot in front of the other. Slow and steady wins the race. There's no need to rush, no need to feel like we have to hustle or grind. Just one day at a time, one foot in front of the other. This keeps us from burning out, and this keeps us to where we can have consistent, permanent success, right? Keep in mind, this lunar eclipse we had in Taurus, we're going to feel that energy over the next 6 months, and it's bringing us stability and permanence in our life. So you might be thinking you want something solid. You're tired of temporary situations. You're just wanting to find like who you're going to be with, what you're going to be doing, like forever. You just want to know what's going to be the forever thing, and you're just wanting to get there already. You're wanting to get there to that finish line. And so the Knight of Pentacles is telling you, you've got the right idea, you're headed in the right direction, and there's no need to rush yourself in this process, right? You're building permanence, you're building stability, and it doesn't have to be something you're forcing yourself to try to get done overnight. But I really like the Knight of Pentacles coming in with the energy, because it's telling us that, like, you're not losing your head in the situation, you're not getting carried away by it, you're in good, like, I want to say, like, a good mindset. You have the Hermit here, and this is another major arcana card. And when I have this kind of pattern that we see here, where it's major arcana, non-major arcana, major arcana, this is for me in my reading. So if you're learning tarot, I'm not telling you to adapt this into the way that you read. You're going to develop your own style, or you're going to figure out how your guides use the cards to deliver messages to you. But for me, when I have major arcana, non-major arcana, major arcana, it's a bit of a roller coaster, a bit of an emotional roller coaster. So this is telling me big changes, big shifts for Cancer. Okay, I like the Knight of Pentacles because it's telling me that you feel that roller coaster, but you're not losing it, right? You feel that energy. But you're like in the mindset of, I'm just riding out this wave. Like, you have the mindset, this is temporary, these energies are intense, the emotions might even be intense, but you understand what's happening, and you're in control in that sense, where you're just letting yourself ride those waves. Hermit could be Virgo energy, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus. You could be dealing with a Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus Virgo that's in the mix here. And what's really interesting is the Emperor and the Hermit are both very powerful energies, both very in charge, both leaders. Okay? And so Hermit is not gonna submit to Emperor. Emperor is not gonna submit to Hermit. So there could be something here in trying to reconcile tradition with current beliefs. You might be at a crossroads with somebody, or your work, or a family situation, maybe even romantic partner, because there could be something here of tradition versus evolution, versus ascension. And there could be, for some of you, some kind of a clash. But Knight of Pentacles, you're staying true to your course, whatever that may be. So when I talked about power struggle, the power struggle could be about beliefs and the foundations on which you're building your life. Maybe you feel like someone is going astray, or maybe somebody feels like you're going astray. The roles can sometimes reverse, but there could be something here with shifting beliefs, that might be causing tension or friction in the household, in the workplace, in a relationship. But neither yields, neither bends. And so this is, I guess, what's to be kept in mind is whatever's happening, Cancer, you're not changing your mind, and they're not changing their mind. So is there gonna be some kind of coexistence here? Is there gonna be some kind of a, okay, well, you know what, this is creating dissension, this is creating disagreement, so we simply won't talk about certain topics. Some people don't like that. Some people are like, nope, I'm not going to live in that way, I'm not going to put up with it. That's fine. You know, you might decide that this is a bridge you're going to burn. You have the right to do that. But depending on the circumstances or the situation, some of you might say, oh, well, you know, we just won't, you know, talk about this anymore. Or this is a topic that's off limits. This is a topic that's not open for discussion. But there could be something here with belief, stability, and tradition. You might be breaking away from tradition, or somebody might be breaking away from your traditions. The next card that's coming up here is the Five of Wands. Holy cannoli, my darlings. Holy cannoli. Gosh. So the Five of Wands is giving me confirmation that whatever this back and forth is, this power struggle is, Five of Wands is a disagreement that's going to go on forever. It's going to go on and on and on and on and on. So as I said, you have to know that if you are approaching somebody or confronting somebody, their mind is made just as your mind is made. And so do you want to keep arguing, or do you want to let it go? Because it's not going to change. It's not going to change, and that's the decision you're going to have to make. You know, kind of like if you've been married to somebody for 25 years and there's just something that they do that drives you nuts. If it's been that way for 25 years, it's probably not going to change. So you're going to have to decide, am I going to just deal with the fact that this drives me nuts and I can't stand it and disconnect from it when it's happening? Maybe take a break, maybe leave the room, maybe go for a drive, go do something else. You know, okay, well, you know, this little trait is coming up. It's really irking me, so I'm just going to, you know, separate here from this for a little bit and just, you know, let it pass and deal with it. Or are you going to throw away 25 years because of that one really annoying trait or really annoying situation? That's a decision that only you can make, because only you know how much is it aggravating you and what's worth more. Right? There's that old expression of don't throw the baby out with the bathwater. And this is what I feel like might be happening here for some of you. There just might be a sense here of like, oh gosh, I'm getting a white knuckling energy. Okay, if you're familiar with white knuckling is when you're really discouraged in a situation and you hold on so tightly. You hold on so tightly that the blood is leaving your knuckles. Like you're just squeezing so tightly because you want to let go or because you're discouraged. But I feel like this is in regard to beliefs, traditions, agreements, obligations that you may have made, and or the other person has made, and there's a bit of white knuckling. Okay, so maybe Cancer, maybe you're the one who is being seen as someone who's going astray or like going rogue, and you're dealing with this power struggle, somebody who doesn't approve of what you're doing or is trying to control how you're moving forward, or they're wanting you to do things their way. And they may get very intense about it. They may get very dominant about it. Or roles could be reversed. Maybe you're the one who feels someone's going astray, and you're like, no, I don't like what you're doing. You have to listen to me, or you're going about it the wrong way. I feel the person who's trying to rein in whoever's going astray is white knuckling, because I feel like the person who's trying to rein in the person who's going astray also wants to go astray, but it's too scary for them, and they feel like they have to stay in like what they know is safe. They have to stay in the way things have always been. But seeing the person going astray is making them want to go astray. And they can't have that because of what's happening within themselves. Sometimes we get really annoyed with somebody and we say, what in the heck is your problem? Let me live my life. You live your life how you want to live your life, and you let me live my life how I want to live my life. The problem is this person is watching the other person live their life, and they're like, just, oh my gosh, like they just want to jump. They just want to take the leap. They're like, I want to live that life too, but I can't. I can't because I've been taught it's wrong. I can't because it's scary. I can't because it's too late in my life. I should have done it sooner if I was going to do it at all. And so it's like they can't stand seeing this other person living their life, because it's a temptation. It's a temptation for them. So there may be a cutting off or like a distancing. So if you're the one who's being seen as going stray or going rogue or going alone, this person might sit you down and say to you, listen, I don't approve of the path you're on. I don't approve of the way you're living your life and the decisions that you're making. And I can't be as close to you anymore, or I can't talk to you as much anymore, or there's just things about your life I don't want you to share with me. And so this could be hurtful. You might feel like, wow, this person doesn't have any loyalty to me, or this person doesn't have love for me. The message that's coming in from Spirit is you are this great big giant tower card for them. You're this tower moment for them, and they can't deal with it. So they're distancing themselves from it because they feel like they're going to lose control of themselves. Or vice versa, Cancer, if you're the one that feels like you need to sit this person down and say, I don't agree with the path you're on. Maybe you feel like this person is being living their life with a reckless abandon that you don't approve of. And you might think this is a bad influence for me, or this is tempting me into ways or things that I don't want to do. So you may sit someone down and you may tell this person, listen, I'm sorry, but we're going to have some stricter boundaries here. And we're going to have some distance here. So I don't feel like there's a disowning or completely cutting off, but I do feel like this is a really major distancing, like a major distancing. It could even be where there's going to be an increased geographical distance. Somebody may be moving. Somebody might think, okay, well, fine, then there's nothing tying me down here, or there's nothing that's telling me I've got to be back here, and they may just be going off and traveling, or they may just move anywhere at all because they're going to say, well, I don't have this to worry about anymore. I don't have to stick around here. So I feel like there might be a significant distancing, and I feel like it's coming down to traditions and beliefs. Ethics, maybe even here a little bit. But there's no sense in going round in circles about it. Nobody's changing anybody's mind. So it's kind of like, we got to look at this now as how are we going to move forward? Where are we going to put the boundaries? Where are the new conditions? Where are the new terms? The fact that this is something that's even coming to this point makes me feel that this is most likely going to be something within family, right? Because you're not going to have this situation with somebody you've been dating a while, right? It's easy to say, oh, well, then I can just never talk to that person again. But maybe there's something here where it's not that easy. Maybe there's children involved or grandchildren involved, family ties, inherited assets that maybe are joint in some way. There could just be something here where you can't be completely and totally disconnected in this situation. Maybe this is a parent-child situation, baby mama, baby daddy situation, but there could just be something here where it's not that easy just to say I'm cutting this person out of my life. But there will be some new boundaries in place moving forward. You might want to check out your moon sign and rising sign videos. Some weeks your moon sign or rising sign might resonate more than your sun sign. There is I'm sorry, I'm just dealing with this energy here. I'm so sorry, guys. I don't mean to get distracted. There is a link in the description that will take you to the weekly forecast, so it'll be easier for you to find the other videos for the other signs. Also, a link that takes you to the love readings for November. And if you'd like to schedule a private reading with me, a link in the description that takes you to the scheduling page, calendly.com/amethystangelite. I thank you all for watching, liking, sharing, commenting, subscribing. I hope you all have a fabulous week ahead. Take care and be well, my darlings.